If you're planning a stop in San Juan, Puerto Rico on your next cruise, I've got the perfect walking tour. This is going to take you past a lot of the historic sites on the island. It's short, not too long, but long enough where you can see a lot of stuff. Stick around, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. Hey, welcome. If you're new around here, we're Will and Kara, and we want to show you why we're constantly cruising. San Juan, Puerto Rico is one of Kara and I's favorite stops on any cruise. Hey, welcome to Constantly Cruising. I'm Will. Kara's not with me today, but today I want to walk you through a 4-mile walking tour that I really like to go on. And in a past cruise, I've done a run on this 4-mile loop, and I made a video for one of my other channels. I'm going to show you that video today, and you can see kind of all the stuff that is along this route, you know, while you can see me running through it. But I'm going to come back on at the end. I'm going to show you turn-by-turn directions. It's very, very walkable. And so it's just a short little 4-mile loop. It's going to take you past both of the forts on the island, a couple other really nice historic sites. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a real great place to grab a bite and a beer before you get back on the boat. So without further ado, let's jump on. I'll show you this little clip of a video. And at the end, I'll show you the turn-by-turn directions.
Hey everybody, so we're out on a run today in beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico. Just arrived a couple hours ago on that boat right over there, the Enchanted Princess. So been here before, gonna take a nice little 5-mile loop, and we're gonna run up to the other side of the island, all the way up to the fort at the end, and around on a nice little bike trail they got just around the outside of that fort. Then head back here to the boat. So I'm gonna take you along with me, show you what's up. Come on, let's go. About a mile in, we are now on the back side of the island from where we ported, and this is the back side of a smaller fort. It's on the opposite side of the island, and we're headed further up about another mile to the big fort. I have no idea what it's called. I'll find out and I'll put the name of it right here. But this is gorgeous. It's beautiful. So headed up, and I'll talk to you again once we're up at the fort. Try you behind this rock, so it's not so bad. So this is the Morro fort and the Castillo de Morro, something like that. I'll put the full name right here. And so this was built by the Spaniards way back, I want to say like the 1500s. And so Puerto Rico was the first island that any ship coming from the west would encounter that had fresh water on it. So they built this fort to protect the canal or the port on the other side of the island. and that way they could see anybody coming in. And pretty much, since you controlled this body of fresh water, you controlled the entire Caribbean. So this fort has been here for quite some time. Like I said, originally built, I think, in the 1500s. It took like 200 some years to build. There's a huge tower in the middle that's still from that first construction, and the last little bit of it was built in the 1700s. By the time it was finished, it pretty much looked like it does right now. So you can go inside. There was a big line as I was coming up, and people waiting to go inside and tour around. There's a huge, just gorgeous cemetery on the opposite side here. If you walk around the back wall, and there's steps that go up. I came down those. If you just go straight instead of going up the steps to come out up top, then you encounter this enormous cemetery. It's gorgeous. And then so anyway, the walking trail goes out this way, and that's the way we're headed. We'll go all the way around the tip of the island and back towards the boat. Here we go. All right, made it all the way around that walking path or greenway that goes around the back of the port, or the back of the fort, excuse me. Starting to get a little bit of runner's fog. And got about 1.5 miles, get back to the boat. So now we take off the walking path and run through a bit of the old town.
All right, so just for the directions, I'm going to throw the map up here in the corner. Listen, you get off the boat, you're just going to walk to the end of the pier. Most of the time when we dock in San Juan, we tend to dock the ship on Pier 4. And so you can kind of see that on Google Maps if you pull it up. But you're going to walk to the end of Pier 4 or right there to the main street or wherever you happen to get off, whichever pier. They're all right there together. And you're going to bear to the right and walk down through. There's a nice little park area there. So walk through that little park area, and that's going to take you maybe about 1/4 mile. There's a footpath that crosses over the water just a little bit there. And once you cross over that footpath, there's actually it's a helicopter pad there. They do helicopter tours if you're interested in that kind of thing. But you can walk across that footpath and then walk north up towards the road. Once you get up to that road, you're going to cross the road and just keep walking north. You're maybe the whole island is probably less than 1 mile across. And so when you cross over, you're going to just continue walking north. And you can see that on the map here. And then about halfway through the island, what you're going to come across is the capital of Puerto Rico. And it's a gorgeous building. It's very large, and that right there in front of it is kind of like a monument park. There's a Holocaust memorial right there. There's a bunch of statues and plaques, lots of stuff to see and to read. So take your time there and look at all that stuff. Take your time to kind of look at the state capitol. It's a gorgeous building. And then again, bear to the right, go around the capitol, and then continue north after you bear right. And another block up, you're going to be on the other side of the island. You'll be able to see the water. So once you get to the top there and you see the water, bear to the left, and you're just going to continue down that road. You're going to pass the Christopher Columbus statue. So take a look at that, and then continue walking until you're going to come to that first fort. And both of these forts are going to be open most days from 9 to 5, and both of them cost about $10 if you'd like to not just see the outside, but actually get inside and take a little tour. So that's available at both places. But after you pass the first one, you're going to have about a little less than 1 mile walk until you're down at the other end of the island at the Fort El Morro. And once you get there, there's a long gravel walkway that goes all the way up to the front of that fort. So you can walk all the way up there. There's some plaques there in front that will explain some of the history of the fort and how it got built and what it's there for. If you bear to the right again and go all the way to the edge of that fort, there's a set of steps. And you can kind of see me go across those in the video prior. And so if you walk down those steps, that's where you actually get to that walking path down at the bottom. And you can walk that walking path all the way around the back side of the fort. And you can kind of just cut that whole piece off if you're looking for a shorter route, or if you've gone inside the fort and walked around and come back out. There's no need to walk all the way around. It is kind of a nice walk, and you can kind of see the water and everything. But if you are looking for a little bit of a shorter walk, you can just cut that whole thing out and just continue down the street there from the fort. And then once you come around, you're just kind of walking through the old town a little bit. You'll come past another park, a little bit of a market, and then it's just going to be it's really easy transition. You're going to kind of bear to the right. It's kind of the only way you can go, and then bear to the left, and you're going to be back on that main road. You'll be able to see the ship by the time you get there, and it's a very easy walk. Once you get to the end, this is the part that I was going to tell you. There's a great place Kara and I made a video about on our last trip to San Juan, and it is the Ocean Lab Brewing. And if you want to watch that video, I'll put a link here. There's a link down below. And it's going to pop up at the end of the video. Just click on it and you can watch that one next. But a great spot to get a bite to eat. The food was really good, and the local beer there inside Ocean Lab Brewing is pretty good too. They've got a huge shop too if you're looking to get a little bit of merch, something with Puerto Rico or San Juan on it. And then you're right there at the ship. You can jump back on after you've had a few drinks, and you're set to go for the evening. So if you'd like a copy of this map, and we have also made kind of a little posterized style version of it. If you'd like both of those, you can go down below to the link for our Instagram, click on that, shoot us a DM, and just say San Juan, and we'll shoot both of those things to you. I hope this is helpful, and again, next trip to San Juan, if you take advantage of this walking tour, let us know how it goes. Drop that down below in the comments. And if you've been to San Juan before, and you've got a spot that isn't on the map or I didn't talk about, drop that down below too. We're always looking for new spots and new things to talk about. Drop it down below. We'll be in San Juan here in a couple weeks in September, and we'd love to try out a couple new places. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that alert bell so you know when our new videos come out. Stay constantly cruising.